And the first thing on our agenda today is a nice, relaxing, scenic boat ride on the Colorado. Followed by getting lost and almost having to spend the night in the desert. Well, we started the day off with a nice breakfast at the Jailhouse Cafe. And now we're going to go for a nice, relaxing boat ride. So today, Miriam and I participated in a group activity along with other members of her NATO high school. We were going to take a scenic boat ride along the Colorado River. I had a little bit of apprehension. The weather outside was a bit chilly. As the sun came up, the temperature was in the high 40s, and they warned us we would probably get wet. So we all wore our rain jackets. Well, my apprehension for this trip was unfounded. The jet boat ride is highly recommended. The little bit of hair I have left now has that permanent windblown look. Now for some lunch and on to our next adventure for today. Well, after consulting our guide, our host at the Airbnb, and the waitress at the restaurant we had lunch at, we are going to take Jeep Arch Trail. Should be exciting. This is a cairn. Yeah, I know, it's just a pile of rocks. But in this part of the country and in many places throughout the world, cairns are used as trail markers. In the east coast of the United States, we use paint blazes typically on trees. But if you look around, you'll notice there are very few trees out here. The word cairn is a Scottish Gaelic word, which basically means trail marker. And for some very inexplicable reason, people will randomly build cairns, apparently out of boredom, thus inadvertently leading people off the trail. We first learned of Jeep Arch Trail from our Airbnb host. It was our understanding that the trip was a 3.5-mile round trip. In fact, it was 3.5 miles one way. He described the trail as being lightly traveled, and thus ensuring solitude. He was correct. We encountered only one other couple on the trail. They were finishing as we were starting out. We found that the cairns were spread out at a considerable distance and the trail was hard to follow in places. So we ended up off the trail several times. In addition, we found the trail in places required some serious rock scrambling. As we closed in on our destination of Jeep Arch, we re-evaluated the situation. The trail had become a bit more arduous, and unless we wanted to hike back to the car after sunset, we needed to turn around now. So we did. Well, we reached the end of our journey because we decided that the risk is not worth the potential payoff because there's some technical stuff. And she rallies the trail, and we go, "You're better than we are. We're not coming up there."
Do you want to hand your backpack down?
As we began to walk back, the sun approached the horizon. We realized we had lost the trail again. Hiking in this area is not as simple as walking in a straight line. The area offers many steep drop-offs. We spent a considerable amount of time trying to find the trail again as the sun slowly sank. I have a saying that I'm fond of. You're never lost if you don't care where you're at. But the thought of the three of us huddled under my survival space blanket under a rock ledge through a cold desert night did not appeal to me. We're 3 miles at least, because my average hiking in mountainous terrain is 1.5 miles an hour. Of course, it may have slowed down over the years, but... Nor did the idea of hiking after dark. Even though we had flashlights, the trail markers were spaced too far apart, and the risk was too great. Huh? What'd you say you found?
I found the arch.
You found the arch?
We were almost there. It's right here.
Wow! You know, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
A toy Jeep would fit in there.
Well, all this for that. But fortunately, we found the trail again and made it back to the car just after sunset. Fortunately, this particular hike did not end in a very colorful story, other than simply getting disoriented a couple times. It could have been worse. To movement. Hey, good morning, guys. We're starting the day again. Coffee. We having breakfast in the same restaurant we had breakfast at yesterday, the Jailhouse Cafe. It was really good.
Seemed appropriate.
Seemed appropriate. After yesterday's hike, I thought we were going to be suffering, but typically the muscle pain doesn't set in for the 24 hours. But we're ambulatory. That's the medical term.
Hooray for Advil.
Hooray for Advil.
Yes. We were Advil's poster children.
Yep. Anyway, yesterday was a great hike, even though we didn't reach our destination.
Yesterday was a glorious hike, even though we never saw the arch that was our destination point. We got lost for a while and kind of had to backtrack and take steps that were unnecessary. And we got back to the car 10 minutes after the sun had set. It was almost completely dark. So a little nerve-wracking there at the end, but it was glorious. You know, you got to earn the view, and we did.
Well, there's something about cheating death, that when you cheat death, it makes you so much happier to be alive. Everything is greener, the grass is greener.
We had visions of spending the night on the trail under a ledge and a space blanket.
And after doing search and rescue and teaching survival, it was like this would really be hard to explain. So I was like, just my ego wouldn't let me do it. So we were bound to get out of there last night. Anyway, today is a car driving, hiking day. So most of the time will be spent in the car, which my knees are saying that's fine. So, all right. So.
It was great though. It's been a great week.
What are you having?
A mountain of ginger pancakes.
Ginger pancakes. With a side order of bacon.
Oh my gosh, they smell so heavenly. Can you smell them over there?
I don't have a smell-o-vision on the camcorder. Well guys, this is a good ending point for today's video. In our upcoming videos, we'll explore arches in Canyonlands National Parks and fulfill a bucket list item by getting to hike in a slot canyon. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Feel free to leave a comment below.